Dear Lord Jesus. I hope I see, I truly hope I see it. Okay, it will kick off. I truly
It's
hope
live, it's live, it's live
see
already.
It's live now?
Yes, it's live.
Okay. Console sign-in details. Okay. Awesome. Oh, I didn't get to change a lot of my password the other day. Hopefully I get to do it today. All right, welcome to Cloudticians Week 2, Day 1. Week 2, Day 1, where we'll continue from where we stopped last week. Before I continue, let me not forget that I'm talking to all in front of really honorable and wonderful people. Let's start with those online. How was your weekend? And how has your week been? Put it on the chat session. Let's talk. You're human before the class. How has your week been? Efforts are just fine is not enough. Eden Road, Arlington. Donald said, great. Okay. Donald, what did you do? What made it great? What made it great? What did you do this week? Okay. Did everyone have a good week? Tiffany Edmond. Oh, Jasper, what made it stressful? Tell us. Omar. Ah, this one said it's been awesome. Okay. Oh, I see. Donald said I spent time to practice myself. I'm very proud of you, Donald. Good job. Tiffany Edmond, Tope Ajayi, Marina Andy, and Javi. Okay, Tiffany says she's feeling productive. Okay, good. Mr. Peter says wonderful. All right. All right, cool. Good stuff. Okay. I'm glad you guys had whether the week was challenging or great. The important is that we're still alive and kicking. We survived the last 4 days of the week. Okay, Marina said I had a good week, been studying AWS skill view. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. We survived. That's what matters. And we're going to have a great week tonight. We're going to have a great day today. All right. Okay, good stuff. Let me ensure the YouTube is working and we'll go to the, all right, we're starting now. How many of you still remember what we did last week? What did we talked about? Remind me of what we talked about last week and what we said about root account. What was the one thing we said about root account last week? We never used it ever.
We said we don't need to use the root account to
Wonderful.
work on it. Mhm.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Michael. How about
You're welcome.
root account is only for owner. Umar, remember that. Never mention in an interview that you ever used the root account. That sounds like me. Mr. Jasper Ben, Pastor Jasper Ben, correct myself. We'll never use it again. That's true. That's true. We'll never use it again. Root accounts only for owner. That's been done. All he said, never mention root account to the interviewer. Beautiful. And Peter said we also talked about VPC. Okay. The job, we don't use root accounts. We set up, first said we set up IAM as well as user accounts connected to the IAM. That's good. Thank you. I think only 5 people were paying attention online, and it just confirmed them. And let me give you the list of the 5 so we can clap for them. Phone class, Efosa Asemota, Haley, Omar, Jasper Ben, Donald, Ollie, Michael Talbot. Those are the only 6 people paying attention online. So we'll clap for them. See, we clapped for everyone. Carlos Bata said, IAM user is an employee user that perform daily task. Oh, I like that, Carlos. I like that, Carlos Bata. He said, IAM user is an employee. It's an employee user that perform daily task. Okay, Michael Bora said, never mention it anywhere. So that's cool. And what was the last service we worked on? And what did I explain to you the service was? Networking and content delivery. Networking and content delivery. And under that service category, what did we work on? Still remember? VPC. What is a VPC? If in an interview, what are you going to say a VPC is? The apartment unit. And why the cloud is an apartment complex? The VPC is the apartment unit. All right. So tonight we're going to treat VPC, but I want us to have a contextual understanding. I was thinking today, I was driving here. I said, the cloud computing is not difficult. It's just understanding the concept around it and baking your mind into that concept. I said, real life or real time in America, in the United States where we're streaming from, the way it works here, if you lease an apartment unit from an apartment complex, there are certain rules, guidelines, and certain things you are entitled to, certain things you're entitled to by default. For example, you're entitled to a working refrigerator, a working microwave, a air condition. Thank you, sir. Especially in Texas, right? Well, you can negotiate that one. A working air condition and also heater, and then you're entitled to a kitchen space. If it's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, you're entitled to the bedrooms. You're entitled to the living room. You're entitled to hot water and cold water. You're entitled to maybe cabinets on your wall and certain things like that. Now, in AWS is the landlord. AWS function as the landlord of an apartment. Traditional IT is like living. Oh God, what did I do again? Traditional IT is like you're living in a single family home where you're responsible for mowing your lawn. In the United States, if you live in an apartment or whatnot, you don't mow your own lawn. Let's take a look at this. Zillow.com. Zillow.com. Samsung, if you forgot your password to your alias account, please log back into your root account and you can delete that or change the password for it and to continue the action again, okay? Innocent, to get MFA, you have to get to your phone, App Store, download Okta Verify or Microsoft Authenticator or Google Authenticator, and then go to your IAM. There's an up part. There's a under IAM you'll find the authenticator feature where you can that can guide you on how to activate the authentication. Ask you to display, sorry. Yes, log into your AWS account using your user, your IAM user that you hired for security. Oh, John Oyenshi, no, you don't have to log in through Incognito webpage anymore. You can just log in through your browser, ensure that the root account has been disconnected. Now, let's take a look at this. I want to rent a house. I want you to understand this. I want you to understand this. You want to rent a house, or if you're renting a house, let's take a look. Sorry, let's say you're renting a house from I assume Bedford, Texas. Bedford, I think is a city around not too far from this location. If you rent a house in Bedford, I'm talking about a house, not an apartment. Rent, property type, not any houses. Okay. Let's assume okay, let's go one more. Let's go prophetic. La Ola, California homes. Let's assume you're not renting, but I'll use I'm going to use this. I love these homes. Oh my God. They are built to perfection. Look at that $30 million home. Some of you, that's 1 year, you can buy this home. What is $30 million? That's nothing compared to what you're what. This is no big deal. You're worth more than this. You just haven't really accepted that reality yet. Now, if you buy this home, let's say you live in this home, okay? For those of you who are very custom with American homes and stuff, what is this feature in the home called? This one here. Okay, landscaping, that's one, okay. It could be garden, okay. The lawn, right? It could be a lawn. Now, who's responsible for mowing this lawn? If you live in that house, okay, assuming you're not paying anyone. You are, right? Okay, good. Thank you for communicating there. Now, the house owner is responsible. Now, if we go to an apartment, sorry, I don't know why this thing keeps showing up. Come on now. Sorry, my system is undergoing through some surgical procedure. But if you go to an apartment and you rent an apartment unit from an apartment complex, who's responsible for mowing the lawn? All right, quickly, 2 things. What happens if you don't mow the lawn of your home and it's out of code? You get a ticket, a fine. Okay, what happened in the apartment complex if they don't mow it? They send them a fine. Is a fine to you? The fine is to the what? The management. Traditional IT is like this house. Cloud computing functions like the apartment complex. That means in cloud computing, your responsibility are less. While in traditional IT, your responsibilities are what? and more. So the reason I was explaining to someone offline the other day, let me explain to you why you get a job, why the jobs are very important, or why they pay, 160,000 and 200,000 and above. When I was consulting at Walgreens, it cost about $25 million to maintain one data center in a year. And you must have more than maybe minimum of 2 data centers to run your business because you need your workload, your data to be what? Highly available. Cloud language. Please write that down. Highly available. Highly available is a process where you ensure that continuity must happen in case of any unforeseen interruptions to your business. High availability. High availability. High availability is a process of ensuring continuity of business process in the event where unforeseen interruptions happens. You want to ensure that you can continue. Why is high availability important? Because the reason why I'm explaining all those things to you, I want you to understand what VPC is in context. Why we're doing it, because we're going to create a lot of VPCs and we're going to go really deep hands-on for the next 2 hours. Tonight, I want you to understand the importance of VPC. Why VPC is the heart and soul of cloud computing. Without VPC, there's really no cloud. If you learn VPC tonight, I guarantee you, by next week, you can put your resume out there and be looking for a job. Because that's the heartbeat of cloud computing, right? So now, what was the last thing I said? High availability is the what? Is the process to ensure continuity. Okay, work with me. I don't know what's going on with this thing again. I am getting really tired of this PC. Work with me, please. I want to take you back to memory lane. How many of you remember 2012, October? I was in this country then. I was like, is this the America I was watching in Hollywood? I couldn't believe it. We flowed, almost swallowed an entire city. I said, dear God, that was one scary episode I experienced in the United States. I was new in the country then. Now, look at this. Look at this. Look at this destruction that happened. If this, follow me now. Look at all this destruction. If you want to eat pizza the week after this hurricane, are you going to wait for this business, the pizza company that got destroyed here? Are you going to wait for them to rebuild? What are you going to do? It's pizza you want to eat, remember, right? You're not eating the business. The business only what? Produce pizza. They are not pizza. Your cravings has to be satisfied. So for that reason, you're going to search for the next available pizza shop. This is the use case. Please write this down. Cloud language, use case, case study, use case, case studies. Use case 1, 2, case studies. Use case. And 3, business case. Use case, case study, and business case. I don't see Femi and the sister. What happened? Where's James's mom? Okay. Okay, cool. Use case. I know it's very common for people to fall off in IT classes. Ensure that you're not the one that will fall off. There's so much more here than we've not even scratched the surface yet. These are all basic stuff to bake you in, so you're not bombarded and overwhelmed. Please don't give up this journey. It's a very interesting one. Just not to tell our business, right? Most of us were doing the private training thing. Did you guys see the importance of technology? In trading? Kind of emphasize that. It's so important. Okay. Now, you are not going to wait for you're not going to wait. You're going to wait for the same business, the pizza business that got destroyed in this hurricane before you eat pizza. This is the reason why every business must ensure of continuity of process or business. So, for example, this hurricane here, this one, there's a company's data center, and that company is ewaterfountains.com. I don't know if it exists. If it exists, I apologize. I just made it up my head. Ewater Fountains. Ewater Fountains, they are the supplier of spring water. Because of the water, they're not able to access their warehouse to be able to effectively distribute their spring bottled water, right, to businesses. Do you know what happened to them? Can you tell me the name of what happened to those people? Can you tell me the IT problem of what they're facing right now? They have one warehouse in this Sunday, what, right? And now the hurricane has happened. They are not able to distribute water to their customer. What just happened to them? They lost everything, all their data and everything. Now, in IT or in cloud computing, that is referred to as what? A single point of failure. A single point of failure. I'm only building context because when we start building hands-on, it's going to be rough, it's going to be tough in a matter of moments. A single point of failure. So now they fail on one compliance effort, high availability. If you run a warehouse, you live in a flooded city. Do Arlington experience flood? So it's not an obvious thing, right? It's a rare thing. It might happen, but you guys don't expect it ever. It might, if it happens, a rare case, man, right? Okay, good. I like that. Now, in Houston, it's expected. A little rain, massive flood. Now, people in Houston still have to taste your water, remember. And you cannot be shipping water from Dallas to Houston where you can have a warehouse. Like, for example, if I order spring water, please follow me now, follow me. We're building a case. If I order spring water, e-water fountain is the product. If I like e-water fountain water, and I want to drink that water in Houston, guess what? E-water cannot supply just a single bottle from Dallas to Houston. That's madness. That's not a good business strategy. E-water has to have a center where they store the bulk of water so that anytime I order for a single bottle, their delivery driver can move that single bottle to my location. That makes business sense. Now, if this flood was to happen in Houston and e-water location is flooded, if they cannot deliver water to a customer in the midst immediately after the flood, that business has failed the number one compliance check, high availability. What they would have done, they would have had one warehouse in Conroe, Texas, which is 50 to 55 minutes away from Houston. So when Houston gets impacted, Conroe gets activated. That is the concept of what? High availability. so that the business supply continues. The business supply has to continue. Do you know that high availability is one of the biggest threats to businesses in the United States? Not hackers. If there is no high availability built into a business, that business can go out of extinct, can go into extinct. For example, if Amazon shuts down for 1 second, Amazon will lose about $500,000 or more. 1 second. And there's how many seconds in 1 minute? 60 seconds. That's 500,000 times 60 or even more for 1 minute. That's why, in case you've seen anyone says, you've seen the word 99.99% uptime, that's where core thinking came from. Every business has to what? Be built with high availability. So how do you manage high availability in AWS? For example, remember in Amazon, in AWS, the VPCs are running in a physical location, which are referred to as regions. Welcome, Pastor Sir. Good, sir. The VPC are running in a physical location, which are referred to as regions. So now, because you are in cloud, doesn't mean that a single point of failure cannot happen to you. So to mitigate that, mitigation, that's cloud language, mitigation, the ability to solve problems that happens, mitigation, right? Because you have to mitigate that by, if you have a VPC built that powers what serves your customer in Northern Virginia, the region Northern Virginia in America, you should have another one in Ohio. Because anything can happen. Some of the things that can happen to a cloud data center, e.g., fire, natural disaster. No one has experienced COVID-19 like we've experienced in 2020, ever. But it happened, right? So anything can happen. Because Virginia is not getting flood and all those natural disasters, doesn't mean it can happen at any time. So you don't wait for things to happen. You prevent things from impacting your business. That's why high availability is important. So now, where are we leading with this conversation? When we start building, we are going to build with what? High availability in mind. High availability is the backbone for business continuity. High availability is the backbone for business continuity. So we're going to see, we're going to build that with time. No backup. Okay. All right, good. Tiffany, what do you understand better now? Sorry, so I can catch I missed the conversation online. Sorry, I don't want to ever leave you guys hanging. We are part of this class too, so what did I miss? Tiff. Oh, okay. All right, cool. So thank you. All right, cool. So she said she understands availability better now. So availability is important. Another cloud language, another thing you should know about is what? Fault tolerance. Fault tolerance. Growing up, my mother was very tough. Hey. Mama lucky. May God bless her so. My mother was very tough. In fact, it got to a point that when I see a woman that had goatee, I think that woman is mean as a kid. Because my mom had goatee. And when she frowned her face, all you see is her goatee, not her facial expression. Her goatee is just there looking at you like she's about to murder you straight in daylight. Why do I say that? Why do we make this a little fun? Fault tolerance. And like those kids, mothers, you can relate. You think spanking them will make them feel bad, and they're laughing. Immediately spank them. They don't feel pain. They don't feel anything. It's like you try your hardest, right? Yeah, we'll do that. You try your hardest to beat the kid, to beat the kid up, to spank the kid, to make sure they get punished for whatever wrong behavior they might have displayed, whatever the case is. And they're not, it's like the impact is not felt. That's fault tolerance. The ability for your business to sustain, to still retain is organic or normal processing in the face of tribulation. Church people will understand that one. Your business can still sustain when there's a natural disaster because you have all of these things built in to protect the business. I will explain to you now. For tolerance, let's take a look at something. What's coming to my mind now? There's a picture I was going to search for. I don't think fault tolerance. Fault tolerance. The ability for your business to withstand any pressure, any unexpected pressure that it might face. That's fault tolerance. Fault tolerance. So that's cloud language. Fault tolerance, high availability. And then we have what they call elasticity. Why this is important, let me show you. Cider.xyz. Let's go there. Can you see that on my screen? Can you see this on my screen? In case you don't know what cider is, okay. I like they've redesigned this website. Very nice. Please read this on your own, okay? And later on, you will get to understand it's part of networking. You can't run away from it. It's a reality. It sounds a little British, but you'll get it. Classless inter-domain routing. What is the process of telling another company that you would like to do a business with them? What is it called? Proposal, right? What's the process of this? You said a proposal, right? The process of doing internet protocol, referred to as IP address, is called CIDR. It's just a process in information technology. It's nothing technical. It's just how it was designed. CIDR. It's a compact way to write IP address ranges and their network mask. CIDR, CIDR.SYZ. Now, I want to show you what's the designing for elasticity. That's the word. Elasticity just simply means expansion in your absence. Elasticity just simply means expansion without your presence being required. Expansion without your intervention being required. For example, I have a Bros Benga here to my left in class. Is into the financial industry, right? If Benga runs an app like Cash, let's say Benga's app is Bain Giver, for example, Bain Giver. That's his app to send money, right? Benga designed that app for only 100 users. If 101 user come, would they be able to sign up? Huh? So now they will have to notify Mr. Wenger that we can't sign up for Wenger to go into the system and increase the sign up registration space to accommodate the 101 user. That day, Wenger has designed an incredible system, but he has failed to make the system what? Elastic. Another word to look at it is scalability. There's elasticity. Please write that down. That's cloud language. Elasticity. Because everything I'm talking to you tonight about, you see it hands-on in the cloud a moment ago, from now. There's elasticity and there is what? Scalability. For example, you run a Christmas shop. You run a Christmas store. All right? And then the Christmas store that you run, last year, you had over 1,000 sales online. And your website hosting server that you used to, the server that used to host the website, allowed over 1,000 people, and your customers were not 1,000, more than 1,000. You survived. You failed, but survived. Now, Benga Decors has now become an household name. People want to buy their Christmas stuff from bengadecors.com this year. You survived 1,000. You made money. You failed in your design, but you survived. Now, this year, you do not know the outcome. 5,000 people shows up. And only 1,000 out of that 5 will order from your website. What happened? What do you think happened to the other 4,000? They didn't get in, and they probably went to someone. So all this concept you see can prevent a business from prospering, growing. And customers are not your friend. They don't give a 2 cents about you. They care about what they want, what they need, when they need it, and where they need it from. How fast they can get it. And this is the attitude. People like to blame Jeff Bezos. But if you study the man, Jeff Bezos is not the reason why many small businesses collapse. It is their lack of knowledge that killed their business. Jeff Bezos is just a man that possesses knowledge that others don't have. He understands the principle of scalability. Amazon built their website in a way that there's no time you go to Amazon that you won't have something to buy. They scale. Man of God, you're going to say something.
So does it have any relation to, say, for instance, during the Amazon Prime Day, that there's a lot of activity going on that website, and sometimes it's overloaded, that there's a lot of people jamming in at the same time. Do they factor in elasticity especially for those very high season, those high period like Prime Day, where millions of people?
They heard that. They heard that. Did they hear it online? They heard it online. What you just said, right? Guys, did you hear? Oh my God, that's so beautiful. Woo. If they missed it, I'm going to cry.
Okay, I can ask the question.
Did you guys hear Pastor Lawale online? Did you guys hear him? Clear, right? I like that. What a better way to actually put this to perspective. Now, if you're not in the United States, is Prime Day a global thing or just for US in Canada? They have it global. So even in Africa, they can. Is Amazon in Nigeria and South Africa and the North? Oh, really? Okay, that's good knowledge. Okay, not all items. Okay. Okay, selected items. All right. So what is the subject in contention here is talking about Prime Day. Let's see if we can find it on Google. Oh gosh, I don't know what's going on today with my PC. Each time I plug this stuff, when I try to use the Control T keys, it gives me something like forcing me to capture.
Okay.
I think I don't know if it was Zoom or something. And
Another short key.
to do that, right? I'll find out. I'll search it.
There's a conflict in the command.
Yes, makes sense. Makes sense why I'm seeing that. Amazon Prime Day. This was what it was talking about. Let me go to google.com. I don't like Yahoo search. No, so now, why this is important for learning, this is also important in your interview. They may ask you, how do you design to prevent a business from failing? The question they're asking you there is scalability and elasticity. They want to see your thought process. So interviews have gone beyond Q&A, question and answer. You will get a job if you can tell me what value proposition you're bringing. You'll get a job right away. They're not going to ask you, tell me is for this. What are you bringing? What value? Amazon Prime Day is the retailer's annual 4-day mega sale exclusively for Prime members. This year, events run from June 23rd to June 26th. Now, if Amazon is arrogant to think that they know how many, the number of Prime members that will show up to shop on that day, because see, people might not, some people don't even like Amazon Prime because it's another burden for bill. But they will sign up just for this 4 days Prime to get the deal and cancel. So if you're only relying that only the members who have paid for 1 year or current members that will show up, Amazon.com will fail. So what they do, they will design what they call auto scaling in mind. Auto scaling. It's a service in AWS that helps them automatically provision unlimited number of servers as needed, when needed, where needed. Auto scaling is the ability to provision additional amount of servers that can help you scale your website requests, needs, demands your customers are placing on you at any time, even while you're sleeping. It's already programmed. We'll see how to do it as we go through the training. So they will have to decide with scalability in mind, the ability to scale without human intervention at any time. That's scalability. The ability to scale without human intervention at any time. Okay, good stuff. Yes, we'll get to that. I don't want us to lose the thought of where we're supposed to be. So now, please sign back in. I will answer every question you have shortly. Let's get into the answer. Versions of IP address. How many of you know the versions? Two versions of IP address. There are 2 versions. IPv4 and IPv6. So one stands for Internet Protocol version 4 and Internet Protocol version 6. Once Internet Protocol version 4 is meta-critical. Let's say it's better to the if you don't know how meta is, or it's on June 28th. Actually, after the class tonight, we're going to do like a this, yeah.
Let me give you this.
Okay. All right, online folks, can you guys hear me now? It's better now? Kwame, can you please hear me now? Okay, I apologize for that. Thank you for calling attention to that. Thank you. All right, I was referring to IPv4. I said there are two types of IP addresses. One is referred to as IPv4, Internet Protocol version 4 and Internet Protocol version 6. Okay, you will see it as you go through. The reason I brought you to this place, I wanted to show you something. So in our VPC, we'll be working mostly with /16. All right. All of these are networking knowledge that you will need at some point. I am going to explain it. I'm going to teach it. But right now, I just need you to know that we'll be using 16, 24, and I will give you just basic explanation. So when we start building, it will make sense. Now, the reason why we use 16, please tell me, what is the number on the count? Number under the count. 16 represents what I just highlighted. Yes, it means that on this IP address, there's over 65,536 IPs on this. I want to baby this as much as I can. We'll learn it in advanced way, right? But just know that there's 65,000 IP under /16. And then there is 254 under /24. And there's over 4,000 under /20. So we're using this three, /16. When we create our VPC, we're going to create the VPC using /16. What that means in high level, it means that if you scale as your business grows, different devices will start consuming different IPs within your VPC. You do not need to tear it down and rebuild again. You just keep scaling. This is a proper example of what? Scalability. You keep scaling as you go. You don't have to build the VPC 10 times over. Sorry. They are trying to shock our shock. All right. So please note that, okay? Note that. We'll get to the knowledge of it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We'll get to knowledge of it. So now we're going to create VPCs. We're going to create several VPCs, all right? And one of the first things we're going to need, we're working tonight, okay? One first thing we're going to need is called naming convention. So what is naming convention? It's a process to determine and assign the name for a project. Naming convention is the process to determine and assign. So there's determination, part one. The final part is what? Assigning. You can determine and not assign. What does that mean? I say, okay, now you can't see her, but Antibola is in front of me. Where is our camera, please? Where is our camera? We don't have it. All right. Oh, why Marcus bringing that? So you can determine the name and not assign the name to a project. Please listen to this. On the job, and even you as a consultant who own a cloud consulting company, can I teach tonight? On the job, even you as a consultant who own a company, you need to understand naming convention and the reason it exists. You have to assign a name for every project. Whether you are in power sector, whether you're in energy sector, whether you're in utility, whether you're in construction, whether you are in information technology or manufacturing, you need to have a name for projects. It is very common in IT, and especially cloud is very important. So now, for example, we are going to assign the name for this project. It's going to be project name will be Akan Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Uh-oh. Why is my system malfunctioning? Because you pressed the top. Okay, it's back. This system. Thank you. This is my computer. I own you. You cannot control me. Let me inform you. The worst case, I will sell you, and nothing you can do about it. All right, so all right, sorry, I was looking for my notepad. A consulter. That could make a name for a consulting space. You search it on GoDaddy and buy it up. All right, a consulter and a consulter Inc. That will be the project name. And then the VPC name will be Aken Sorter -VPC. And the route table, on the route table, this is our, let's write this down. Action item list, cloud language. Action item list is another fancy IT word to codename checklist. Action item lists. Okay? You need an action item list for you to build a project in IT. In your meetings, you need to what? Also write and script down your action items that you want to list for that project. Every meeting. On the route table, we're going to have it this way. Aken sorter -ROT-public. This is route. This is what we call, we refer to this one as public route table. Right? On the route table, there will be public and private route table design, or for lack of a better choice of word, right? Public route table is Aken private route table. Aken. So ROT-private. Then we're going to have what they call internet gateway. Oh, oh my God. Thank you for catching that. Internet gateway is going to be Aken sorter IGW. And then what else again? What else? Please note this. When we create a VPC, AWS will help us to create one route table by default. When we create a VPC, all right. Mama, can you see clearly? Can you see clearly? Can you see the screen from, right? Okay. Okay. You can see clearly, right? Okay. I wanted to see if I can zoom it out a little bit for you. All right. Cool. Gen Z, where are your crew? You left them behind.
I don't know what's going on today.
Yasi International, the biggest name in the world. Yasi International. How are you? So you left us. You think it's only us that is good enough to drive to church? Well, What are you doing? What are you doing?
Surgical.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry. In Yoruba, they say Mabinu. You went to save life. It's a cold one you brought. Is this cold? This is the cold one, eh? Oh, okay. Thank you. This one is cold. Is it cold? Sorry. I'm tasting like. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, Internet Gateway route table. And now, under EC2, under EC2, we're going to have EC2 name will be Akan sorter dash WP or Akan sorter dash WordPress. Okay. Any code water is fine too. Yeah, thank you. And please, thank you, sir. Thank you. Right. Now, Elastic IP, which we're going to working on, is going to be Akan sorter dash EIP dash WP. Then security group, it's okay. We'll leave it. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay. We'll leave it this way for now. So I don't confuse you until we start doing the hands-on. Okay. And after we set up the VPCs, I just want to create the flow of the work. We're going to create like 50 VPCs today. So you're going to be configuring a lot. By the time you get to your 50th VPC, it will be 2 o'clock by that time. Amen. Men ought to walk and not faint. Oh my God. This is an auto remote control. Thank you, man of God. Auto remote control. Men ought to configure and not faint. If you faint in the day of configuration, your strength is small. All right. Okay. Are you guys ready to do hands-on now? This camera is tracing me and tracking me for water consumption. What's going on? Okay. Oh my, we're fully active. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right, so now we're ready to go. I will show you the importance of VPC. Please note this. Without VPC, there is no cloud. VPC is really the cloud computing. AWS being marketed as cloud computing is marketing. AWS is not cloud computing. AWS is the brand for this VPC. The VPC is the real cloud, not the word AWS. The VPC is the cloud. So tonight, you're about to build your own apartment unit in an apartment complex. Now, if you're familiar with New York in the United States, and I went to visit someone many years ago in Brooklyn, and they told me they live in a co-op. Is it co-op? Co-op? Co-op, right? Okay, it's kind of like, it seems like you know about it. It's like an apartment. but you pay for it. You own it, but it's still within the complex. So it's a different kind of apartment. So the VPC is like a co-op. It's within the apartment complex, but you have ownership right to it. You're not leasing it from anyone. And no one can just batch in, whether they're management or whatever, they need to take permission from you because you're not renting from them. You paid for it. So this is like a co-op, okay? All right, that's what we want to build now. All right, so we're going to go to our VPC. Are you already logged in? If you're signed into your console, that's beautiful. I'm about to sign into my, I hope I remember the password that I used. I do not remember my password. I do not remember my password. That's a shame. But I have another account. I haven't changed the password yet, so hopefully that will work. Okay. And if you want to buy this house, please let me send you the link. You can submit your offer. Are you not this is not by faith. This is not by faith, brother. You can buy it. One trade, Sabola, Antibola, right? One trade like that. One trade. It didn't show up, right? That's why I say it's by faith. We have gone beyond faith. We are the faith. I'm going to share this link with you so you can you can start looking into those homes. You know, I used to do this many years ago, and it changed my thinking. I'll go to Zillow in California. I'll look at these homes. It's like, I'm going to live like this one day. I'm going to live like this. So what I did is that because I have not measured my faith to buy the $30 million yet, I started living in luxury apartments that mirrors my final destination. It changes your mind when you go through listings. You just look at them and then you place your mind. It started helping you with your thinking because the Bible said for the Christians, as a man thinketh, so is the mind. So you are not bigger than your thoughts. It's a very sad thing to say, but you are where you are because of how you have been thinking. And where you are going to will be as a result of what you think. You will not believe it. Thoughts are so powerful. What brought you here are your thoughts. It's just that the dangerous thing about thought is that it's hard to recollect what you were thinking in those years that brought you to where you are. So that's what the Bible says, guard your heart with all diligence, because out of it are the issues of life. So this listens reprogram your thoughts. I do that often. You cannot catch me have small conversations. These things reprogram my mind. My mind is programmed to a place where I live in my own reality. I live in my own world. Negativity doesn't influence me. Small talk, small-mindedness does not influence me. Never, never. I can do all things. It's not a statement by Paul. It's an inspiration from God through Paul. All things through Christ. It's a fact. So I don't know what I'm pushing to, but you get the drill. Just go to listings and look. This, one of the things that attract poverty is when you see things that I say it's not for me. Then who is it for? Bill Gates was once a baby. Mark Zuckerberg was a broke college boy in Harvard, was once a baby. Who is it for? It's for you, okay? It's for you. All right, let's go. Let's get answer. There's so much I want to teach tonight. We want to build projects, we want to build websites. I want to start maybe looking into how we can shape our consulting practice going forward. Everything is possible. All right, now. So I have these oh, thank God, I have my my root accounts somewhere. All right. I don't know what's wrong with me. I do not know what I did wrong. I'm so busy these days. Old age has come. I think I have my password. I take my pride back. I know my password. Check me out. I know my password, brothers. Okay, let me try this one. I wrote it down. See, I practice what I preach. I told you, write your password down on your notepad. I did the same. I wrote mine down. 6. What happens if the person doesn't write it down? They will have to log in back to their root account to change the password for the user or create a new user and apply to the security thing.
Except on the flip side, what if for software everything you lose the login details for your root account? They work around it.
If you lose the login details, if you're an enterprise, AWS can retrieve it for you because you already have a contact point within the AWS company. They refer to them as TAM, Technical Account Manager. So they can get that for you. Only for enterprise. If you lose it in real life, you're on your own. All right. So now we have okay, I have the two-factor authentication enabled. I have the two. Why are you talking like who sell land? Why are you talking like who wants sell land? Don't they do real estate work? I didn't really see when you left your house this morning. Okay, good. All right. So if you have two-factor authentication, you just go to your Okta Verify. Okta Verify, if you use that one, and enter your two-factor authenticator code to log in. So now, please, I want you to understand this. In every region in AWS, please note this and note this fact. It's very important. Every region in AWS, you are only assigned 5 VPC in every region. When it started, that might have changed now. We'll find out. Okay. Now I'm going to navigate to services. Omar, oh yeah, we're going to, oh yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that question. I like the question. Should we take screenshots while building now or later on? And Omar, if we take screenshots, that would delay us for a moment. But let's build now, and that's a very good question. I like that. Good practice you're building into. Okay. So we're going to build another project where we take screenshots, and that is referred to as what? Runbook. You wrote that in your cloud language. Runbook is written. You wrote that as part of your runbook. It's like your TV manual. The manual, the television manual that comes with your TV that tells you or shows you how to operate your TV. Some of you don't read your runbook. You just believe you know how to operate the TV until you see a new feature in the remote that doesn't respond to what you think you know. And then you start looking for the manuals. So that manual is a runbook. So you are expected to what? Have a runbook in every organization. Not for yourself, that's up to your discretion, but for the enterprise, not up to their discretion. It's a requirement because a runbook is a documentation. Because one of the things that mistakes that most American businesses have made over the years, and now they are really, for the lack of a better choice of word, they are growing up and catching up to the reality. Because a lot of hirings in those days in America was done between friends and friends, or friends of friends, right? They trust people too much. They allow a guy build the company architecture around himself. So that way, if he gets fired, it goes with the knowledge and leave you stranded. He acts horribly, even terribly to all people, because he knows he's not going to get fired. So he doesn't document the knowledge so that he calls it safeguarding his job, but doing harm to the business. A run book, please hear this, because these are, remember, as a security professional, you're not just, these things I want to show you now. Don't take it from a lazy point of view. It's necessary. It's important for you to be one of the greatest engineers that ever lived. But you will not always be creating VPCs on the job. You will be having what? Common sense conversations. You'll be advising the company. One of the best way to advise any company, please note this, is to first carry out what they call a general assessment. To carry out a general assessment, you have to look at the company's standard operating procedures. What do they have? Right? What do they have within the company? How do they operate? How do they document stuff? Some companies don't document at all. They laugh about it. It's like a good old boys club. They just know each other, they laugh, they do stuff, and that's terrible. That's not how anyone should run a business. So you want to tell them, you want to bring to their attention and say, I noticed, I observed that as a company, we do not have a run book. The man who's in your technical department tomorrow, you don't know how long he has been playing the Powerball. His lucky day could just be next Wednesday. And he's not going to send you a resolution letter. I won't even call you. He has resigned. The moment he checked his Powerball ticket and he's won some couple of millions, he's gone. So where are you going to find him? He's gone without knowledge. You'll have to start all over again. Let's start from scratch. Most people. So you want to advise your whatever company you join, business, and let them take assessment. If they have a run book, they have a playbook. Playbook is designed for your dev test environment. A run book is designed for your production workload. A playbook is the clone of a run book, but in a playful environment. In an environment where you can afford to make mistake. Dev environment, development and testing. It's the same copy, but different mindset. One is to build the same thing that you have in production in development. For example, in Quantico, in DC area, which is in Virginia, where the FBI go for their academics and entry level, they have a lot of simulations. They simulate crime scene. Most of the FBI agents may never in their lifetime solve a crime, but they have the knowledge of solving crime. Because why? They have simulated the crime scene. So that's what a playbook is. While a run book is like an FBI agent in the field, actively investigating a crime, taking pictures, barricading the scene, whatever, condoning of the scene with the police, do not cross. That's a run book. Because it's what was simulated in the playbook in Quantico being played out on the field. So a run book is the seriousness of a playbook. That's what it is. Did I confuse you with that? Yes. The serious version of a playbook. A playbook is the same thing with a run book, but it's in a relaxed environment where you can build. It's like your Lego room, your Lego, where you can build, break, and tear down as you like in order to get what you want. Okay, let's get into the action. Enough of the talking. Now we're going to services. And we'll scroll down, networking and content delivery, and then we're going to go to VPC. Tonight, we're going to cover about 8 services or so that you become really a solidified engineer. We'll start looking at our LinkedIn tomorrow or tonight, depending on time, and building that LinkedIn up and getting ready for job search. If you want to do a job, if you want to start consulting, we can start consulting from tomorrow. I'll come up with some name for you, and stuff, and then we can start doing consulting if you like tomorrow or so. So show up. And for you online folks, Don't be showing up late. If you show up late tomorrow, we're going without you. All right? Okay. Now, yes, ma'am. Oh my God. How did I get here? This screen wasn't showing? Yeah. That's what we got. Remember when we got the IAM last week? This is
So once we log in,
yes. This is they used to write it before. But
no, my son did all that. He-
no, they used to write it on top here before, but they changed it now and just put this dumb icon and one
Okay,
like
that's how close. Okay, so we go
so
to, then we, okay, then we go down to server
networking.
to do networking controls.
Last one. Yeah, it's a very short. Yeah,
Okay, then-
perfect. Mr. Frey to the what? All right. My soldier. My soldier. All right. Okay, this is the service.
Just right.
Mhm. Next quarter. You're talking. Did you attend the training? Yes.
I wasn't here on Saturday.
You attend the training online?
Yes. I was one that I was any Ogbe that was asking.
I forgive you all your sin. Now I know. I'll look for it. All right. What did I say about it a moment ago? Help me out. What was the last thing I said about the VPC in every region? Huh? Sorry? You can what? You're only going to assign 5. All right, we got that. Let's go. Remember, every region, 5 only. Thank you, Antibody. Thank you so much. Dr. Body, thank you. All right. So now we're going to create VPC. There are 2 ways to create a VPC. Please listen. There are 2 ways. One is the hard-working way, and the second one is the lazy option. Would you like the lazy option or the hard-working one? Wow, I see. Hard-working is better.
If you don't know the lazy, then you have a problem, major problem.
The lazy and
So we should do the lazy, right? Right. Okay. Oh, you good? Okay. Awesome. Now we're going to create about 50 VPCs tonight. Please get ready. We're going to create 50 VPCs, and that will launch your career in tech. If you can do it with precision, you're already an engineer. So we're going to create 50 VPCs, and we're going to time ourselves. Each one will take about 30 seconds. 30 seconds. The hard way. All right, let's go the hard way now. Now, number 1, we have the lists. Arken sorter. I'm not going to type anymore. I'm just going to copy it. And name tag, I'm pasting Arken sorter. And I missed this one. I missed that on the CIDR range will be 10.0.0.0/16. Okay. And then, okay, sorry. Oh, I also missed something. Oh, old age has come. Old age has come. Old age. What did I do to you, old age? Dear old age, leave me alone. All right. Now, I missed something also very critical, and that would be the subnets under public subnets, we are going to have for public subnets, we will have, okay, we will have Aken sorter dash public dash 1A. Again, we're going to have, for the sake of time, let me just use the lazy action button, copy. Aken sorter dash public dash 1F. No, if I do that, you get confused. 1B, okay? Then we're going to copy this thing, this exact one, and replicate it for private. And I'll explain to you why we're creating public and private. Okay, how many of you, live in a 2-bedroom here? More than a 2-bedroom in your home. All right. Why do you call, which of the bedroom do you call private bedroom? Huh? The masters, where mommy and daddy bake cookies. I'm just a baker. Right? Is that not where ovens are installed and cookies are baked? Everybody's putting their hand down, church people. All right. Now, help me with the truth. Help me with the truth. When you bought that house, when you rented that house or bought that house, be honest, please. The room you call private was private written on it. So how did it become private? You identified and what? Assigned. That's where the subnets are the same concept. You identify and assign. They are all the same. The one you call private becomes private. The one you call public becomes public. But the reason why your bedroom is private is because of the way it's designed, the value assigned, and the activities that goes inside. That's why it's private. It's the same thing with your private subnet. In private subnetting, we are identifying and assigning because we want any database that will contain people's social security number to be there. Any database that will contain people's credit card to be there. Any database that will contain anybody's driver's license to be there. But any database that will contain people's email address and just their name, where should that go? So it's what? Assign, identify, and assign. That's just the concept. Everything is the same. So a private subnet is what powers private connection within the cloud. A public subnet is what powers what? Public connection within the public, within the cloud, but with publicly, that gives like public access to resources in the cloud. For example, in your home, some of you have one Wi-Fi, but you have Wi-Fi for guests. The same router. One is Benga family guests and Benga family home. Home. No matter how we love you, we cannot give you the password. But the guests, you are welcome to keep the password even for your next visit. That's public and private. It's what you called it. You, by your actions, shows that that home Wi-Fi is for members of the family who resident or who resides in that home. While people who come as visitors will have access to the one that is designed or the one that you call public, which is the guests. It's another way of people telling you that you're not members of a family. Know your place. All right. Now, private subnets will go like this. It's going to Arkansas. From public, we change to private. Now, why do we have two? Some companies will have three. It's for what? High availability. In US East 1, where we'll be working from, Northern Virginia, right? They have six data center. So all throughout Virginia, Amazon have massive data centers. In Virginia, the state of Virginia, 6 massive data centers. They're like a city. So each one of these private or public subnet reside in a physical data center, or will be residing in a physical data center in Virginia. All right. So that's what this is. Any question before we continue?
That same VPC in Ohio, in California, or do you now just take pieces of it and put it in?
Ask me the question here. Sorry.
So that if something.
Do you duplicate your VPC in different data centers or different regions? Just so if the Virginia one goes down, you have the backup in Ohio or California, or do you take different VPCs and assign it to different places?
Okay, so thank you for the question. So a VPC cannot cross one region
Okay.
to the other, except we are doing some kind of cross-replication connection. That's even very advanced. But now the question you're asking on a high level, you have to replicate what you did in one region in the
Okay.
other.
Okay.
And
That's
the
what I'm-
process to establish it, a VPC must be established in that region. So there's a way to simplify it now. They call it infrastructure as code, where you create something. I love kids illustration. Help me. What is that thing called? There is most artists use it, where they already carve something and they just put paints within the circles of what they carved, right? So that it can it can paint the figure, and then they put it on that table again and just use the paint to draw it. You carve something out. It could be like screen printing. This one design, yes, it could be like screen printing, right? Because you already design it, you just keep replicating it. That's what infrastructure as code is. Screen printing, right? That's what it is. Okay. Kwame, could you please wait for me after class? Okay, so we can address that. I apologize for it, okay? Oh, Felix say it's called stencil or template. Thank you, Felix. Stencil, right? Or template. Okay, okay. Outlining. It's called outlining. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Antibody. Thank you. Outlining. That's the process. If you Google it, you see what I was trying to explain. All right. Okay, now let's get to the work. Let's get the work done. Are we ready to configure VPC? All right. Now, we're starting now. And The CIDR is going to be 10.0.0/16. Now, leave the default option. This default option, it says no IPv6 CIDR block. And at the bottom, it said IPv6 CIDR owned by me. Amazon provided IPv6 CIDR block and IPAM allocated IPv6 CIDR block. There are all different options. As we go into VPC depth, we're going to talk about this, have PowerPoint, and also very deep explanation on it. I'll send to you before the class. No IPv6 CIDR block will be the option. So that means it's just simply saying common sense. We're not using IPv6. We're using IPv4. That's what it is. It's just English language. Then tenancy. Remember, in the cloud, you are a tenant. This is your apartment unit you are building in the land you rent from AWS. You are a tenant. You are a tenant that is building its own co-op, right? In New York City, Brooklyn, precisely, for this illustration, you know. Just create VPC. No, just create VPC. Click on create. You know you're good. Name, sorry. Paste. Yes, I can sort out. I can sort out. And write it where I did it. Yeah? Perfect. Mama, put big capital letter. VPC. It's like this one. You are doing well. Though. You are the guru. I'm so proud of you. You're doing well, Mama. All right, good stuff. Jeff Bezos, the female version of Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
We are going. Oh my God, we are celebrating you. Celebrate her, Jeff Bezos. Okay, so perfect. So just to get ahead of us, go to Roundtable. Quick. If you want to know who owned what, you see, Roundtable is blank, no name. If you want to know if it's the one that you created, go down, go this way a little bit. Oh, you are in Ohio, by the way. Switch to Northern Virginia. So you have to create it again. You are in Ohio. Yes. It's just going to recreate the same thing. It was in a different region, Ohio. So we just switch it to Northern Virginia.
Okay, so
Yes.
that's it now.
And this is the default one that it created for us.
Okay.
So we're going to create, no, sorry, come here.
Okay, so I gotta go back to this.
Yes, just exactly what you did. Create VPC.
Okay. So
Yes,
do that.
right. Yes, I can, and then put the name. I can sort her.
Name tag.
Yes,
Okay.
I can sort her, yeah. Oh. Yes, by the time we're done, Mr. Frey, you're going to be expert tonight. Gen Z, what's up? I'm not happy your crew is not here. What's your young Gen Z? So all men to himself? Is that what you're telling me? You're not a birds keeper? Gen Z, do the needful now. Recruit the other Gen Zs. Let's get to the battlefield, yo. So what happened to her? Find out now, Gen Z. We're about to get into a fight, yo.
Gen Z, you know you are another VPC.
Okay, so remove the ink.
Thank God I have.
So dash VPC.
Dash VPC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then go up. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I like configurations because that's what you see people. Yeah, doing well. Is your wife online? Is your wife online? Huh? That's technology class is very important for me. She's going to succeed in trading. Okay. This is the life of trading. It's important. All right, so we're going to now we've created it. Okay, online folks, are you good? Can you please go back to see the previous page? Phone show. All right. Let me go back to see the previous page. So click on your VPCs and create VPC. You add the name tag. Arkansas. That VPC. IPv4 CIDR /16. I already gave you this on the list so that you can just copy and paste to make things easy. But let me just highlight and copy it and send you again. Oh yeah, Phyllis, use the same thing I'm using, okay? No different thing this time. We're doing the same thing across the board, okay? Arkansas VPC. Online folks, I cannot go if you don't tell me if you're all right. Tell me if you're finding it difficult online. Post it on the chat. Let me help you through it before we go, because we're going to do 50 of this. I want to make sure we get one right before we recruit all 49 more. The wrong CIDR. Okay, you just go to the list, over on it, and you see the pen sign, click edit. Auntie Bola, you guys are over 500 in this church. Less, okay, 300. But less than 15 people are here. What's going on? Report this matter to your pastor. We have to suspend some people in the church.
People have to be willing to want to learn. They feel like they don't, this is important. They just. But I think we do need to mention something else in church on Sunday. People are really missing it.
You should talk, you should speak up. I mean, August is around the corner. We'll just come, we're going to leave. Yeah. We're not coming back again because Valente is too far. Yes. Yeah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead of.
About this.
Where we are, yeah, I'll show them. You can go ahead of us. You're good? You're making progress. My soldier. What is your husband? Is not taking this?
But it's online.
Okay. John Oyenche. No, sir. We're creating 50, but not just Arkansas. We're using other names too. Okay. So in a minute, John, give me 5 business names that you want us to use. Tiffany, give me 5 business names that you want us to use. Top brands, Tiffany. And then Miranda, Andy, give me 5 business names that you want us to use. Uma, give me 5 business names that you want us to use. Where is Efosa? Give me 5 business names. Top brands, global 500, top 500 companies. Give me where's Mr. Ebenezer? Give me 5 business names on the chat. Ebenezer Egu. Boniface, give me 5 business names from Nigeria. Carlos Bata, give me 5 business names. Where's this guy? Felix, give me 5 business names. And Jasper Ben, Pastor Jasper Ben, give me 5 business names. Karen, give me 5 business names. All right. Please do not. Yes, good one. 5. Tiffany, 5. Not 1. Tiffany, do one thing for me. Just write them in a notepad before you paste it. write them on a notepad, itemize them before you paste. So you just do it one shot, okay? Thank you, guys. Write it on a notepad before you paste, so I can copy it. All right, we're making progress. What's going on with your sleeping life? You're not sleeping right at home? Huh?
It's good. Don't. Just rest.
You're meditating.
Of the compliment.
Man,
Top speed. I use my information for KYC and everything.
it's fine. I mean, you can pay for it so you can get
Yeah. So
the free.
think it's about flagging.
No, flag it. If you trade, just trade the free one. That one, don't mark. That one is just within I'll show you how to. Huh?
No, hold on.
Yeah, I'll show you how to activate the free one, but you need to pay for the 50 first before you can.
Yeah, already did.
And so I'll show you how to activate the free one. You can be doing the free one first.
Okay,
And
pay for
There's
it.
no flag here.
Yeah. So I know I'll be talking to
Right.
so I don't need to be like.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, yes. Millionaires are rising. I see millionaires. I don't see thousandaires. I see millionaires, so I don't see thousandaires. Jasper Ben is a millionaire. Marina is my millionaire. One girl told me, say, you know how to sing. I said, Satan, get behind me. You want me to lose my real job for a job that I'm not sure that I'm going to make it. Oh God. People of this world. All right, let's go. Let's go. Where's Marina? I've not seen your 5. Okay, Beneza, thank you so much. That was good. Uma, thank you. Did Marina post hers? Okay, Boniface, thank you. Thank you. Okay. No problem, Marina. Thank you. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. These online folks are one of the best folks. I'm telling you, best people. And we're clapping for you. We're clapping for you guys. Best people ever. Great guys from all over the world. You won't believe we have people from Saudi Arabia, from Georgia and Europe. We have people from Finland. We have people from Germany, Canada, and some other parts of the world. Very strange folks. All right, good stuff. Ah. Mr. Peter, Mama, yo, Sunday Pro, yeah, me for me, where me go, and where me go, oh yeah, Mr. P, I like it. All right, Zion, David War, Prince Hope, Goodland, Sam King. All right, good. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. F4, just to confirm, are we naming all the VPCs? No, we're naming the VPCs based on the names that Tiffany, Uma, Efosa, and Prince and everybody is providing to us. We're going to build those the naming conventions based on those companies. It says, does the CIDR range change per VPC? No, it doesn't. Because every VPC is its own apartment unit. So it doesn't. It's structurally specific. Infrastructurally specific. Okay. Can we continue now? Right. We're going to go to the first configuration. The first thing we do, now that we've created the VPC, the first thing we're going to do is to click on your VPCs. Please remember, after creating the VPCs, the next thing to do is to click to your left in your VPCs. And your VPCs take you to the list of the VPCs that you have created or exist in your account in that specific region. Your VPC is just the list, is the listings of your VPCs that you have, or that is a place where VPCs are listed. How about that? That's easy. Your VPCs is the part, is the feature in AWS that displays where all your VPCs in that regions are listed. So they are under your VPCs. It's very important to know that. Okay. Now that we've created our VPC, if you didn't add a name, maybe you forgot, you missed it, don't feel bad. It's okay. All you just need to do is to hover your mouse on that specific VPC that you missed the name. You click on the edit button. If you didn't have maybe VPC like mine, and maybe you had a lowercase, whatever the case is, you just correct it, make edit, and save. Now, we're going to route table. What did I say what happens when you create a VPC? What happens? Anybody still remember? When you create a VPC, what happens? What does AWS do for you? Please write this down, it's important. When you create a VPC, AWS automatically creates a route table for you by default. It doesn't change. Most times, what I've seen over the ages in cloud computing configurations, most times the default route table is not determined and assigned to be used as the public route table. It's just discretionary practice, really best practice. You can use it as a private route table too, but most times what I've seen is used as the public route table. So now we are going to identify the route table. So you navigate toward route tables. You navigate to route tables. Enforcer, yes, but in this context, it will not be correct because Google is its own cloud. Google will never use AWS like that. Okay, but you get a drill, right? Just the example. Amaka, please, can you stay behind after class? I can help you, okay? Please. Mr. Michael, what did you miss, please? Sorry. Please tell me, what did you miss? If you invited someone, and they missed the class, or they are trying to slack off, giving excuses, I know I'm recording, but can I just say something? My observation about Texas. God, do I have liberty to say this before getting canceled? Well, okay, let me give you the good news first before I give you the bad news. If you have someone who fell off, this coming Monday, I will hold 2 sections. One from 11:30 a.m. Central Time to about 3 p.m. I'll hold 2 sections this coming Monday, from 11:30 Central Time, right? The sections might not be recorded so that you can speak freely. You can ask questions, any question, come with any question. You can even ask me questions like how tall I am. I did eye surgery. I was 5'4" before. When I came to America, I became 5'8". So I can explain to you how. Okay, so bring all your people, everyone you invited, the people you think you want the best for, who have slacked off, right? Bring them so I can help them set up accounts, get them up to speed, do everything we've done so far to where we are, where we're going to stop this weekend. Monday, and I'll do that from 11:30 to 3 p.m. because I have another commitment at about 6 p.m. For other special group of people that runs to about 10. So Monday from 11:30 a.m. to about 4 p.m. I can extend that time, right? Or 3 p.m. It depends on you. It's a catch up. Just to catch up, right? Bringing people up to speed. Those who missed the beginning and stuff. Okay. It's optional. All right. You don't have to show up. It's not for everybody. It's for those who have the time. Okay. Brand new people. It's also for brand new people too. For brand new people who missed the first flight, brand new people and those who are already in class, who missed the first flight, and we can catch up. We can do that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this coming week. All right, to help everyone get up to speed, set up their account, create IAM, everything from scratch. You share your screen, I will help you and others can follow. And then if you have struggles doing it, you can share your screen too for us to help you, and stuff like that, okay? Yes, sir.
So the CIDR of that is not 10 points. 10.0.0.0/16. That's not for last time.
Okay, someone is asking a question.
Yes, someone. I checked that, sorry, maybe you can.
Yeah, no, yeah. Okay. Okay, now this one you're asking, right? Who asked that question? God bless you. My AWS create that stuff randomly. It's a default random decision from AWS. Mine is /16. You see that? Mine is /16. Okay. Mine is /16, and someone else could be /20. AWS is between /16 and /20. Thank you. Mine is /16, and they can use a random one for /20. That means it's 4,000 IPs in that VPC. Okay. All right. All right. Now we're going to find it. Now let's go. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, my route was created. All right. So if you go to route table and you see default, please click on the refresh button. The top here, top right by actions. Click on refresh. Top right by actions. Top right by actions. Refresh it. Sometimes it doesn't auto refresh. Refresh. Did you refresh it? Okay. So, all right. Can you guys still hear me online? I'm in the middle of the class. Can you hear me online? Man of God, can anyone hear me online? Can you see? Can you guys still hear me? I'm helping someone, but I also want you to get in the conversation. Mama, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you, man. Kayanta, I'm proud of you too. You're my brother. Okay, now. Now she asked a question. She was showing me something. Auntie Bola here, my beautiful auntie. She's showing me something on our AWS console that ours is not showing default -ROT like mine. What you see on my screen is two route table. And one of the ways to identify, because every route table is owned by a VPC. That's a note. Every route table is owned by a VPC. Like every wife belongs to what? A husband, not a wife. You'll cancel me now. Sir?
So I said last week when we created the VPC.
Yes. Yes, she. Yes. So Pastor Lola is explaining to us that last week, when we created our accounts, we did a clean up. What we did was a technical cleanup, environmental cleanup. We just wanted to name, we added a tag to the existing default properties that we found in our apartment units. You can move into an apartment and use the stove, use the microwave, use the fridge, but you cannot move out with it. That is a $1,500 fee. That's even nice apartment. That's even they're very kind. Up to $2,750 if you move out to the microwave. It's your choice to. So we don't touch any of the apartment properties. We want to bring in our own file. We don't want to touch what they provide to us. For example, modern apartments provide, please hear me out, please. Listen, please. Modern apartments provide what they call a valet service, valet trash pickup, where you pay $35 a month, up to $40. They'll pick up your trash for you. Let's assume that the apartment give you an option to opt out. You can say, no, thank you. I will take my trash to the trash chutes. I don't want to pay for a pickup service. That's what we did. We renamed all of AWS default services. If you notice, if you go to your VPC, you have default-VPC. If you go to the internet gateway, you have default-internet gateway. But no alarm, no cause for alarm. For you to know what on what, there's a way to identify it in AWS. Now, if you scroll to your right, if you scroll to the right, okay, I'm trying to clear this out. If you scroll to the right, scroll to the right, sorry. Okay, my screen is bigger than AWS development team. Now, under VPC, you will find the VPC that owns that specific route table. Now, this route table, the route table without any name, who owns it? Looking at my screen, look at under the VPC. Who owns it? Aken Salter by the VPC ID tied to it. That's how you identify the owner of a specific route table. Now that you've identified it, remember, you identify and what? And assign. That's what it means now. You've identified. Okay? We're going to now use this route table for public. Aken Salter ROT dash public. This thing is not difficult. It's easier than baking bread. It's not difficult. It's just click, click, and click. It's not difficult. Okay, all right. Nice. Yes. You know, I want to take a break, and I'm scared of these online folks. Immediately we take a break, they close. They just close church. Once it's a 10-minute break, they're like, thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. They close. They'll just close themselves quietly. Oh, thank God. My conscience will not say I'm not trying to learn. Online people, church people. You're locked in. I like that. Okay, now, if you didn't have a name for your other VIP, now, hold on now. How do we now find how do we identify the route, the fourth one? That's the question, right? You don't, everything you have is blank. Let me take this out. Let me take this out. If everything I have is blank, this is the problem now. If everything I have is blank, please watch me, please. Pay attention, guys. If everything I have is blank, maybe also some people may even have worse blank. They have blank, blank. Blank, blanca, blanca. All right. I'm trying to remove this thing. Oh, God. All right. If your route table is blank and your VPC is blank, it's possible. Do you know why? Two things. You didn't tag it last week as the default VPC. That's why under this section of VPC, in the route table section, it's showing blank. To identify it, you start by what? Identifying the route table owner for today. That's how you eliminate and identify. In this case, you have to what? Eliminate and identify. You start with the VPC or the route table owner for the day. The owner of the first, this one, because this one, I'm sure you added a name, Sorter-VPC. So you will see the name under VPC. So you go here and you edit Sorter-ROT-public. Despite the fact that my VPC is blank and the name here is blank, by common sense now, I will know that that VPC that is blank is the default. So go back to VPC, I name it default-VPC. And I go back to route table slowly, and I name it default RT. That's it. That's all. Mama, I will remind you 3 months when you are talking tech language, eating tech money. I will remind you. And why you looked at me like I was Greek, like I came from poor descendants. All right, talk to me.
So this is our 5.
Okay, so scroll down, scroll this side.
This side.
The development AWS did is very funny. So we have to drag it. No, hold it with the mouse. This one, left.
To the left.
Hold it to the left. Drag.
Okay.
So you can see where we're. So this is how you identify them. This is the VPC
Okay.
that is owning each of this one.
Okay.
So you're good. Where did you learn? You are very smart, Mama.
Oh, you do?
The smartest woman I ever met. Give me 5, please. I'm proud of you. All right. So now we continue, right? We continue. We begin to identify. Now, please listen. The only thing AWS helps you to create is the what? The route table. They'll create one route table for you, which we identify as one that we want to assign as the public route table. Now it's our own responsibility to create the second one, which we're going to use as what? Private. So now we click on to your left. Sorry, to your right, to your right, to your right. We'll click on route table. Under route table, just click route table. Under route table. Under route table. Right at the top, right top on route table. B, see if you can stay with them. Yes, create route table. Create route table. Then orange button, thank you. Then you copy. Remember, we have a action item lists. We are not going to this configuration blind. We are not going helpless. We have a documented evidence. We have a structure. We have a guardian angel. You see that now? All right. We copy and we paste. Inserter RT-private. Now it's telling you the route table is speaking a different kind of tongue. It said, I cannot exist. It's like a wife saying, I cannot exist without a husband. So now we have to assign the route table a husband. I want to look for husbands that are bangers. Romantic men who give flowers. Yasi, why are you smiling? Hello? Don't you want flowers? Then we have to avoid the femis in this configuration. Leave the femis out of it. They can consider the bios one way or the other. Because they're neither here or there, but they're somewhere. If you know, you know. All right, leave it. Now, we are going to add inserter VPC, so that inserter becomes the what? The husband to this assigned wife. Remember this, the route table is the wife, the VPC is the husband. Well, in America, they don't accept that the husband is the owner of the wife. So they will cancel me now by email. So that thing you said earlier, explain it again. All right, I will explain. Kenyatta will be there with me to explain to you what that means. Let's go. So now we go straight and we create a route table. Leave it default. So route table has now been created. You can sort it with the clicking on the name, it will sort.
Edit the name private, we have to create.
Yes, because it's the name, that's how we know it's public or private. Not they are doing the same thing. And you click on route table.
So I'll go back.
And click on route table. So anytime you want to see, you just click on the list. And so when you create, it will show you the confirmation of what you did. That's why this page is suspended. Okay. Oh, Mama, good question. Good observation. Huh? I told you you're a smart woman. You are making me so proud. In fact, tonight, I'm going to drink Coke Sprite on the Coke on the corner because I deserve some cola. Let's go, let's go. So now, Mama has a very good observation. Why she showed me a route table on the list, she noticed that something said no and not yes. So what that means is that the no is telling you that you are responsible for that. You created it with your hand. The yes is saying that AWS created it for you. So that yes means default. The no means custom. You understand the Greek? Yes. You created it yourself, custom made. You created it with your own hands. That's the first time you're creating one with your hand. Remember, the first one was there when we came in, the default one. The second one, when we created our VPC, AWS now assisted us to create one route table for that very VPC. Then the VPC needs a private and public route table. So we use the one the AWS created as public. Now we went ahead and created a second route table and name it what? Private. So AWS is just telling us, bro, sis, I created this for you. And this one that says no, you created it. So no means custom made. And yes means default. Is that understood, Mama? All right. See, I'm telling you, see, the mothers of clinicians, they are some of the smartest women alive, believe it or not. You're seeing workings. They are showing workings. Doings, Mama. Doings. And then also we have owner ID, it's just like the account number. You will understand as you go through. This thing is not difficult. If you stay with it every day, it's like John 3:16, for God to love the world. Some of us learned it when we were 3 years old. Some of us learned it when we were 5. Today we still remember that scripture. For God to love the world, that he gave his only begotten son. If you stay with it, it's like that. You won't forget it. Everyday practice. Even if it's 30 minutes a day, you listen to a video concerning AWS. Because you cannot be doing AWS and all you are listening to in your car is prayer, 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 prayer. It won't work like that. Because even the Bible you are listening to the prayer to, it says there's time for everything. Ecclesiastes chapter, is it like Ecclesiastes chapter 3? Hey, God, I'm not rusty. My mother will be shaking her head, say, I raised you better. It said AWS has cost it. I think it's Ecclesiastes something, 3, verse 1 to something. You know, when you, as a pastor, you don't know the scripture, you just say, read chapter 1, verse 1 to everything. Imagine the scripture have 99 verses. Verse 89, church members are angry. All right, let's go. Number 3, we're going to now configure the internet gateway. Remember, if you don't see the fault, remember it's your fault. I like that, right? If you don't see the fault, it's your fault. All right, so because it's your fault for real, because you did not identify your default internet gateway last week. So all you just need to do is to, now, internet gateway is not created by default for you, for any new VPCs. It is only default because this is the first time you are working in AWS out of VPC configuration. So for a VPC to be complete or have public access, these are the configurations. For an apartment complex to meet the basic minimum requirement that every tenant is entitled to, it has to have, like Mr. Frey told us, air condition. That's standard. If it doesn't have air condition, it's run away. That's not a good standard apartment. It must be air condition. There must be heater for winter. There must be stove. There must be microwave and all the stuff. So AWS gave us everything that we need to cook the food. And now we might not like the stove in the house and get our own stove. That's up to us. No one will stop us. We can get a tabletop stove, a countertop stove, a gas stove, a portable stove. That's what we're doing here. This thing is easy. It's the easiest thing. In fact, it's easier than taking a bath in the morning. Yes. Taking a bath in the morning. Let me know. I know. You get what I mean? So create internet gateway. Number 1. We are going to orange button. Thank you, Pastor Lula. Orange button. Copy. Remember, we already have the list. If you don't have the list, I'm going to paste it now to the chat again. I'm going to paste it out to the chat. In this case, the VPC we created is assigned to 2 route tables. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Mama, look at that. Felix is, I think Felix is in Saudi Arabia, if I'm not mistaken, or one other country. Mama, look at that. You have given somebody understanding globally. You're a global mother. You are doing global things. Hello, global. Mama, nobody should call you local. You're a global mother. You give somebody global understanding from your local understanding. Now doing it. All right. Now, Can we edit one of the default ones to private instead of deleting? Don't delete anything, please. Only delete what you create. Don't delete what AWS create. Best practice. Leave it alone. That's why we assign it default so that we don't ever make use of it. But it's important to keep it there as is. If you have deleted it, that's not the end of life. But best practice, just leave the default stuff alone. Okay? It's like you didn't like your apartment stove. Instead of you to tell them to come and take it out for you, to keep it by the end of your lease term, they can bring it back. You now made up your emotional mind and went to throw the stove away. Uncle, you are paying 3,500. And that's if you don't even arrest yourself for stealing. Something is doing you. You are emotional. You want to emotionally throw people's stove. Because not your standard. You pay for your standard. So now, yeah, so please keep everything. I'm pasting the action item list again so you can copy. That's why I built it so you don't get confused. So when what I'm showing you now, if you like, let them hire you in Dubai. Let them hire you in the palace of the prince of Saudi Arabia. This is the same way. This is how you build it every time, all time. You need a checklist that would define the process workflow before you start flowing with the work. Very easy, because it gives you guidelines. It gives you clarity, what you are doing. Your purpose is defined before you start acting. That's what it is. Okay, so we copied that and we created okay, now we're going to create internet gateway. Oh, Lord Jesus. That would have been the longest name in history of names. We're going to, on the internet gateway, right, we got this. Internet gateway IGW. And then to your right, the orange button, like Pastor Lau always mentioned, the orange button, you click on create internet gateway. Create internet gateway. Sorry? Oh, Auntie Bola on the beat. Okay, give me a beat. Dun, 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 dun. Hey! When they can do DJ work too? Man of many talents. It can flow. Just style. Hey! Auntie Bola, you went to a good market too. You went to a good market, you found a good one. When they can do beat, maybe give me the beat again. Natural. Benga, which club do you used to go to before you became cry? Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Benga is an ex-clubist. It's not a Christ. It's not a Christian club. All right, good stuff. So now let's go. Now, Antibola pointed something very important. Very important, right? It says, I saw the state, and the state says detached. It's a what? A point, but not the point. Good point. Good point. Thank you for trying. Now, the reason why, let's do practical. AT&T Wi-Fi box. Please follow me now. How many of you seen this in your home when you order for Wi-Fi in the United States of America? How many of you seen this in your home? AT&T Wi-Fi box. Huh? Is this familiar? Is this connected to the internet? Not yet. You have not plugged it, right? That internet gateway you created is this router virtualized. That's the virtual version of this router. The detached means that this is brand new. It has not been plugged in. Now, to connect it, we have to go now and attach it to the house. We want the connection. What's the house? So do you see that VPC is a apartment unit? You see the components coming together? What makes an apartment more conducive for your kids? What does your kid like? It's not you. It's not you. Your kids, it's not you they like. It's the Wi-Fi you provide. Your parents are hot. Their feelings are hot. It's not you your kids like. They love you. They don't like you. Two difference. It's the Wi-Fi. Cut off the Wi-Fi and see, they will gum your leg all day. Mommy, please. Mommy, no Wi-Fi. Mommy, we can't connect to our iPad. Mommy, please. Mommy, we can't see. We can't wash. We can't. They will complain all day. Why? Because the Wi-Fi is an important aspect of running a home. So the Wi-Fi in cloud is the internet gateway. This is not making up, it's true. Internet gateway is Wi-Fi, physical Wi-Fi, virtualized. That's why they call it internet. Gateway means the internet, the way that a VPC gets internet. Internet gateway. That's what it is. Internet gateway is the Wi-Fi in your home virtualized. So can your home work without Wi-Fi? I like that. First of all, I like that. He said it can. It can, and that's true. It can, but I like the last thing he said. It won't function right. That's the key word I was looking for. It can, but it will not function right. But not that it's not going to function. It won't function the right way. Now, okay, that's advanced. There are certain configurations we'll do as we go that will not require internet gateway because we don't want the house to be exposed to the public.
So, it's virtualized. Everything that we're doing is virtualized. So, if it's virtualized and there's no internet gateway, how can you work remotely from Texas, Dallas, and your region is moving to the closest location?
Ohio.
Ohio. So how do you on AWS?
Okay. Okay. Sir, I think Felix said he can't hear you. Can you try, sir, please? I like that question, please. Very, very good one. Pastor Wale, is that we can get okay. Thank you.
So I have AWS virtualized. How can you work without internet gateway when they're not plugged into the server? How do you get access to the server without internet? Remotely, because you are in Dallas and your region is elsewhere, it's like probably 100 miles away. I don't think you can hear.
I can hear you. Felix, can you hear him? All right, guys, you know what? We have 50 people online. We want to take 14-minute break. If you leave this online, I have labored for you so that you succeed. If you leave this online, I will cry for you. I will cry. I will cry. Don't leave. We're coming. Let's take a break. Break in transmission now. We'll see you soon. 14 minutes. 14 minutes. We cry. All right, guys, we're going to add another 8 minutes. While you're there, please keep creating more VPCs. Go ahead of us. Go ahead. Keep creating more VPCs. Look at the names. Let's reset for another 8 minutes. 8 minutes, okay? Eight minutes. Just 8 minutes. Keep creating the other VPCs. Use the same process. Use the same process. Keep creating, okay? 50 VPCs. So, guys, can you replace the names again? You know what? Hold on. Let me do something. Hold on. Just give me a second. Let me do something. Who can help? Pastor Jasper, Pastor Jasper Ben, are you on your computer? Can you collate all the names and paste them for us? If you can use ChatGPT to create the same thing, tell ChatGPT to do the same thing for all 50 names and post it in a notepad and paste it here. All right? Tell ChatGPT to use the 50 names to replace all the names, right? For the project under the naming convention to create it for you. Thank God for ChatGPT. And then you post it, okay? We're just grabbing, we had a small talk and we're grabbing dinner. Sorry for that. Thank you so much. Carlos Bata, thank you. You were so awesome. Carlos, is it okay if I pay for the AWS Cloud Practitioner certificate for you? Thank you so much. Reach out to me, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really am grateful. Thank you. It's a good man. All right, we'll be back. We'll be back. Keep creating. Keep creating. We're going to off 50 VPC tonight, and we're going to configure them. Sorry? Yes. Keep creating while we're eating. Mama said, keep creating while we're eating. That's an instruction from our mother. If you defy that, you have problem with us. Mama has spoken. Final. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you for your grace. Thank you, Lord. All right. All right, folks. I'm very proud of you. You stayed tonight. You shame me for not believing in you. But 3 people short, though. It was 50. I left. I came back to 47. You guys did not fail. You still did what you do normal. 3 left. Yes. So what was the ask? That's right, John Oyenshe. That's right. Okay, let's continue, please. All right. While we're finishing up our meal, let's continue to work on do you guys like the jollof rice? Is it tasty? That woman can cook. She can cook Jeff Bezos out of the cloud. There's a woman, what's her name? Let me give her a shout out. There's a woman in Arlington. If you want to taste Nigerian jollof rice, that is better than Ghanaian jollof rice, that is better than Senegalese jollof rice. This woman is known for jollof rice. Her name should be changed from Mrs. Whatever to Mrs. Jollof Rice. The woman is a cookist. A cookist is a woman that can cook clad compatible meals. Cookist. The woman can cook. Please call us for our phone number so you can have a life-changing jollof rice. What's her name, Pastor Lola? What is her name? Madame? Where is she from? From Senegal? She's Ghanaian. She's Nigerian. Why are you confusing the audience, man of God? I said that the rice is better than Ghanaian jollof rice. You said it's from Ghana. Now, anyway, let's get back to the work. Let's get back to work. We are going to do this work. All right, so the next one we're going to do, we have created an internet gateway, but the internet gateway is not attached. The internet gateway is not attached to anything. There are 2 ways we can attach the internet gateway. One is to click on attach to VPC. Another option is to click actions and attach to VPC. If we're not doing it from the confirmation page, let's assume because we went out for a short break and everyone else has maybe clicked away from this page, we can go back and click on the internet gateway list, right? And then we click on assign. We click on the Akan Satur, IGW. It says detached. We click on it, and then we click on actions, and then click on attach to VPC. And now every internet gateway can only be VPC, can only be attached to one VPC at a time. So if the internet gateways that have been attached will not show up on this list because they're already what? Taken. A married woman cannot add single because she's already out of the market. Is that a bad analogy? Is that not true? If she's faithful, right? That component. Okay, good. So now we're going to attach this. And we're going to select the VPC from the list. I can sort out VPC. And the only reason why a VPC we accept to be the owner of this internet gateway is because this internet gateway is not owned by any other VPC. If it's owned by another VPC, no VPC will show up. Yes, because it's attached to someone. And this VPC is single, and the internet gateway is single. They are meeting to mingle. Single to mingle, that's the connection, right? Internet gateway, nice. We have attached it. In Nigeria, where we grew up, this is where we shout and scream, NEPA has brought the lights. If you don't know NEPA, Google it. It's a wicked agency fashioned against men and their children and their brethren and their children's children, all the way in the sub-Saharan West Africa. Wicked agency. If you know, you know. NEPA almost ended our destiny before it started. NEPA. All right. So now we have configured our VPC, which is our apartment unit inside our apartment complex, to have Wi-Fi. That's what we just did. We brought the AT&T Wi-Fi box. We went to eat. The technician was not around. By the time we came back, the technician has come back to perform the service of connecting our Wi-Fi for us. The attaching of the internet gateway to the VPC is the switching on of the Wi-Fi to connect it to the connection in the apartment unit. So now we can use the Wi-Fi for all devices in the what? Now, what happens if you turn off your Wi-Fi? Can any device connect to the internet again? Absolutely, right? If you detach this VPC, if you detach the internet gateway, let's go see how to detach it. The same way we attach it is how we what? Detach it. We highlight, select, and then we say actions, detach from VPC, and then it says type detach so that we can know that you mean it. You don't blame us for it. It's not bot that detached it. You are the one who executed that action. This is what they're doing here is keeping a trail and logging action that you're about to take. And then we click detached. You see that? Yes, can you see? Okay. Now, what we did, we highlighted it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, please. Okay.
The box, I got the box that says it down there, but it don't.
Okay,
don't-
so type detach.
We gotta put the word in.
Yes. So they want to make sure that, yes,
Okay, so we
that
gotta
you are
put the word in.
actually performing, you meant to.
Okay.
Yes, because
Put it in.
okay, guys, if you can hear me online, right? Mr. Frey, this thing you just identify is a really big issue on the job. Now, Mr. Frey asked me a question on is. He wasn't seeing the orange button that says detach. So why is that? Now we figured out he hasn't typed the word detach. Because on the job, there could be rookie engineers who might not know what they're doing. Before now, in AWS, about 7-8 years ago, you can detach without typing the word detach. But when you detach that internet gateway, you can impart $1 billion business from this action.
Making you.
Yes.
Making you tap.
Yes, so that means
Sure
you
thing.
cannot lie that you did not do it. Yes, capturing your intentions. Yes, you were very intentional. Yes, yes. So type the dash in. Yes, yes.
Right.
Are you understanding this now? All right. So this is carrying your hands up. Okay. Let me allow you to ask the question. Kick in, please.
Okay, yeah. So I wanted to see the attachment. Has mine say available? Did I do something wrong? Yours say attach and detach under state, but mine both show available.
Okay, use the refresh button.
Okay.
Refresh it and see.
All right.
All
Yeah,
right.
they show available.
Did it show up?
They still show as available under state versus
Okay,
attach.
now highlight it again and go to actions, detach from VPC. Then type detach on the box.
All right. Can you tell me which one you have highlighted? Is it the ICANN Salta VPC?
Sorry?
Which one do you have highlighted? Which one am I doing the action to? Okay, just
The
make
Arkansas IGW.
Yeah, but for some reason, I don't even have the option to attach or detach. Mine
Did you-
says delete PC or manage tags, but I don't have that same option.
Can you share your screen real quick? Let me take a look, please.
Sure.
Are you able to?
Well, it says that the share is disabled.
1 second. Let's see. It could be a learning moment for some of us to see why that happened.
Okay. Yeah, it's still not letting me share.
Okay, go for it now.
Okay. Okay, can you see my screen? Do you see my options? I have a
Okay.
dual screen. Right?
So you are in your VPC, not your internet gateway.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
So now do it while I'm seeing, while I'm watching your screen, please.
Okay. And then actions, right? And then
Yes.
detach.
Yes.
And then
Yes, ma'am.
you said you have to
Attach-
write detach.
Right.
Oh, sorry. And then detach.
Okay. Good.
Okay, thank
The
you.
best
Sorry.
engineer in the world is Karen. Come on, huh? All right, Karen. I'll see you
Thank
later.
you. I'll hit stop share.
All right, so let's get back to it, okay? And now you see the detach and attach, right? So there are two functions. You can detach, you can attach. Okay? So remember it's this church people are too spiritual. Some things I want to say now, I'm holding myself back. So I don't say it and get cancelled. So I don't receive letter from the elders in council and said, dear young man, please put it in writing. Put it detached. Just write detached so that I know you are sure. All right, now we're going to attach to VPC. Okay. No, see, one guy got a job in Deloitte instantly because he made the woman laugh. Because I taught them this was 7th generation. The guy lived in Boston. Ebenezer was his name. Then he made the woman laugh. He was explaining to them what the two types of IPs that we have. One was static, and the other one is dynamic. Dynamic IP changes without consent. So I told them in that generation, I said static IP is a faithful boyfriend. It doesn't have multiple women. Why dynamic IP is an activist in that feed. He is doing gigolo. He is doing all sort of things. He has multiple girlfriends. The woman said, I have never heard an analogy like that. I will tell my team. He said, how much do you want? The guy was so scared and said, 155. They asked him, is that enough for you? He said, yes. They gave him the job on the spot. So church people, you guys are holding me back. Analogy I want to teach, I'm being repentant and holy. All right, good stuff. So I'm going to attach this now, selecting the VPC I want to attach it to, attach internet gateway. So I've attached it, right? So good stuff. Analogies are very important in interview. It shows that you're personable. It shows that you're in touch with tech beyond the textbook. It shows that you are a master in the game. When you start talking tech, that's why I don't like I don't like lingos. I'm a natural human being, and I approach technology from that standpoint. Natural human being. Very natural. So we're going to create the subnets. I'm excited for you. We're creating a lot of subnets tonight. In your dream, you'll be seeing yourself creating VPC, creating subnets. It's normal. It happens to everybody. Okay, so we're going to create subnet. Bless you, sir. Bless you. We're going to create subnet. We'll click on create subnet. Now, when we started the class first week, I told you everything was to the left. It's true, but some things are to the right. So look left, look right before you cross the road. So that way you can see clearly. If you want to go through a major intersection, you have to look to your right, to your left, to ensure that traffic is clear. That's how you also build stuff in AWS. Sometimes what you don't find to the left, you might find it what? To the right. Before you say, I can't see it, I can't find it, you are not blind, Bartimaeus. Just look right. Maybe it's there. Look left, it could be there. Okay? Just giving you tips. Now, we're going to select the VPC. Again, remember, what is VPC? No, the VPC is not the apartment. The apartment is not the apartment is not a unit. The unit is in the apartment. Thank you. It's the apartment unit. You meant it. Yes. Right. So now, I can sort of VPC. Click that. Click that. And now we're going to our action item list again. Remember? We have it. Action item list. And we're going to copy Arkansas VPC public 1A. Now, sometimes name, please hear me out. Name represents the intention of the action you want to execute or carry out within your account. Just because we said it's public doesn't make it public yet. There are configurations that needs to go in to qualify this intended subnet, public subnet, to ensure that it's public. We can call it public and use a private subnet configuration. So naming it public doesn't mean it's public. It just means that we have the intent to make this public. We have designated this one as public. That's what it is. Now, if you watch here, availability zone simply means it's another name for data center. Cloud language. AZ. Availability zone is another name for data center. A data center, another name for it is called availability zone in AWS. It's an AWS thing. How bit you have taught me, Bayo. I'm misbehaving globally. This is the mastermind. Follow good friends. It's important. All right. Now, please take a look. Take a look at this. 1A, tell me some keywords you see under this one. Tell me some keywords. Tell me 6 things I see there. Zone, right? Availability, right? Okay, ask yourself the question. Quick question. If you grab this, you're made. Why did they use availability? That's it. That's good. That's good too. That's good. That's good. It's a try. It's a try. Think about the first thing I told you today. Huh? It is telling you availability zone. Pause for a second. Availability zone. The way to create high availability. This is the zone where high availability what is possible. Remember, you have to create one here. This one is one location. The B part is another location. And then the C part is another what? Location. They are not the same. They are spread all across Virginia. A is a naming convention for the first one. B is the naming convention for the second one. C is the naming convention for the third one, and so on and so forth.
Versus them assigning it to us, because say A is almost 90% food, or is it metered based on what is available?
I like the question. I said, why would AWS give us the option to pick our own availability zone? Good stuff. Would you like Toyota to tell you what mechanic to take your car to? They can recommend, right? But would you like them to tell you this is the mechanic and you go there and the mechanic charge you a ton of money? Would you be happy with that kind of service? But if you have the liberty to take your car to any repair shop, you can decide what price point works for you. AWS is telling you that we have 6 availability zones. We do not know what disaster will happen. But sir, ma'am, we do not want to be responsible for your choice of how you design your environment. We don't want to your apartment complex is imposing an interior decor for you. They are different locations. See, so see the Northern Virginia is like big like Texas, right? See that those A could be in San Antonio. Remember, San Antonio is in the state of Texas. B could be in Austin, still in the state of Texas. C could be in Galveston. Yeah, they are replica, but they are in different locations because of what happened to you. Like the analogy I gave. What if B was flooded? If all of them are in one street and disaster, it happens to everything. So they spread it out to minimize the risk.
Why aren't they just assigning it for us?
Well, because there's something called the shared responsibility model. It's like, why did God give us freedom to what's it called? Freedom to our own will. Free will, right? He doesn't want to impose on us. He wants to make choice for ourselves. That's the same thing that AWS did. True. That's why I say they don't want to be responsible for one. It's you. You will hold them responsible. And they gave it to you. They knew that the bad location, they targeted your business. They will start doing like Elon Musk, who went to sue OpenAI CEO that they deceived him, defrauded him to invest in OpenAI as non-profit. Didn't know that they were going to sell it for billions. The man wants his cut. It took them to court. So they don't want that. Sorry? Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to pull on Elon Musk on them. Kind of, that kind of stuff. All right, good. So now, because we named this, we have cited an intention to use this as 1A. We are going to what? Select what? So a naming convention has to be specifically tied to this availability zone intend to represent. That means the naming convention you're using, that means this name, the name tag, has to be specific tied to the data center, which A, B, C, D, E, F represents within the AWS ecosystem. Because imagine if you use 1A and you're 1B, it won't cause disaster. It will just create disorderliness. Order is another skill set you need to learn. Order, being orderly in the cloud. That's another conversation. Now, we are going to, if you see the IPv6, now in the third row, it says IPv4 VPC CIDR block, right? IPv4 CIDR block. She saw Mr. John Oyenshi said, Mr. John is telling us something online. He said Tesla does that imposing. And he says annoying. I believe he's a Tesla owner. He's sharing the experience now that Tesla does that and it's annoying. That's someone, a user complaining about Tesla's behavior, imposing stuff on their customers and stuff. So now, if you see the third row, are we still following? Are we still here? All right. If you see following the third row, it says IPv4 VPC CIDR block. Choose the VPC CIDR block for the subnet. So now, you cannot undone. This one came by default. Remember, the VPC that was selected, we use /16. That's the CIDR, right? So this is what is auto-populating here. This one you can't change. All right? It's default. It's just selected there for you. You can't change that. If you have multiple tied to it, you can select. Now, IPv4 subnet CIDR block, this is where we come to. We cannot use the same CIDR range that we use for our VPC, for our subnets. That is Clash of the Titans. It won't work. Networking has rules. I don't want to bombard you with all the jargons. We'll come to it, baby steps. We'll get there. But what we're going to use here is going to be 10.0.0/24. I'm going to add that later to the list before I send it out. 10.0.0/24. The beauty of this one, you can add multiple at a time. You don't have to do one and go and create and come back. You can just add all of them at a time. It will tell you the number, subnet 2 of 2. That means we are in the second subnet. And then the second one, we are going to have the second name. Remember, it's Aken Sorter -public. Aken Sorter -public -1B. The availability zone is going to be what? What would the availability be for this? Huh? Oh, you guys want to shock? You want to shock my shock? Somebody says C. B, right? Why B? Because of the naming convention. Thank you, Brother Gwenga. Thank you so much. That's beautiful. Because of the naming convention. All right? Because of the naming convention. Okay, guys, look. Tell me something. Overview. I'm not going to give guesswork. Tell me something you just saw now that shows that we are on the we selected the number 2 data center. Tell me something in the name. Huh? Kenyatta, why are you that fast? Why are you that fast? That was a quick spotting. Jeez. Bro, you are a speed reader. You just saw that stuff from afar, just like that. You made this work so easy, man. Hey, badass engineer, that's what you are, man. EC2, I like that. Kenyatta said, yes, ma'am. Where's that, please?
No, but like the other subnet.
Okay, this is one.
That's
Okay,
the
cool.
first one.
Okay.
Okay.
Then enter this one. Enter. No, click add new.
Okay.
Yes. Then after the top one, you click add new. After the button. Yeah, until we get to the 4. Because it's 2 private, 2 public. So 4 total.
Where we would add the.
Yes,
B,
yes,
where we
yes.
Put the B.
The one
Right.
B.
Yes. No, don't type again. That's what you do. Sheet code. Just go here. Because it's public. You want to change it to be. Copy.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Copy and paste.
And then change the A to B. Then also the third one, paste it and change the privates. Just keep that one copied.
Okay.
Just keep it copied,
Okay,
right?
I'm gonna change that
Yeah, to B, yes. But still keep it,
Take public and change the private.
right, but just still keep it public. So because the first private is gonna be A.
Okay,
So,
okay,
and then when you copy, then you now copy the private and then change it to B.
okay.
Yes.
So it'll be A, B.
Yes,
A, B.
yes, yes.
Gotcha.
Are we still here? Are we still here? Auntie has gone home. Jeff Bezos, are we still here? Yes, please. Yes, we are building our solution to be highly available. That's right.
So it's the standard is just two regions.
You can use three. You can use, yeah, you can use up to three. But for this simple architecture that was designed, only two is needed. When you start getting more than two, you are getting advanced.
You're building this for a company.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you gonna decide like how many zones I'm gonna use? Like in this case, we're using two, A and B.
Did they capture that?
Is it gonna depend on?
Very good
the
question.
size of our company where? So in this example, we're using A and B.
Yes, ma'am.
So in the real world, am I gonna be the one that decides how many availabilities or subnets I'm gonna create based on the size of my company, or what would determine how many different subnets I would create?
Very advanced question. Then I'm going to do some simple justice. So it's going to depend on the project and also an established standard of operating procedure in that team, within the team and the environment. But mostly the project will determine. If it's just a light weight application, maybe like two, maybe, you can determine. But if it's a heavy design, where there's a bunch of application things and stuff, very sensitive workload, based on the risk, it also going to be determined by the risk tolerance of that project. So there's a multiple factor that gets involved for you to design in a different way, in a different direction. But it all depends on the project, the risk tolerance, everything that is established. If you are the only one that is starting if you're starting if you are the one that is starting the team, nothing has been established. There's no standard operating procedure. You can come up with what you think is best practice based on AWS guideline, based on certain guidelines that you can research and stuff for you to come up with those ideas. So this is where this question she's asking now, right? This validates what I'm telling you, that on the job, you will not be creating VPC. Sometimes for 6 months, you might not create VPC. These are the conversations you have. These are the conversations. How many subnet are we using? How many customers will this team be empowering? Be serving? People, different teams will have, yes, right. They'll have pushback. They'll have concerns. They'll say, okay, let's contact this other team to see what they think. Let's contact the DevOps people to see what they think. Let's contact the developers to see what they think, if they can incorporate this into the design. So there's conversations that will go on for a long time. The final agreement is what you captured in the minute of meetings and turn into what? An action item list for you to put in a design architecture, which is what I show you on day one, draw.io. But you don't have to do the design. There are people in the team who are architects responsible for designing, if it's a big company, because of the separation of duties. So you give them what you want to build. They will put it in architecture design, like we did in draw.io, drag and drop. And then they present it to you. Does this look right? Because that architecture has to be filed. It's like filing a police report. Somebody's harassing you, you went to the police station, and they file a report, they complain. They're not going to arrest the person, right? Right away. because there's no threats, there's no physical harm your way, but they have it documented. In case anything happens, they already collected the statements. So that's like a police report, the architecture. It has to be designed, it has to be filed within the company artifacts. They will keep it there, that this is, and then they will send it up to management. There's the process in most companies, they call it CAB, Change Advisory Board. Yeah, see, I'm so sorry. Am I boring you like that? Sorry. The tech is boring. Just trying my best. The money is good. Jeff Bezos. That's my answer right there. All right, let's go back. Auntie Bola, hope I answered the question. Okay, good. All right, so now, yes, Karen, go ahead. If we answer questions, we might not be able to finish this tonight. Can a question wait for later? But ask, please.
Sorry, just a quick question. My apologies. I created the subnet, not realizing that you were adding the public 1B, I guess under the same page, because when I try to create another one, it says 1 of 1 instead of 2 of 2. So I just want to ask, is there a way to go back to the one that I created for the public 1A and edit so that I can continue on that same screen? Or once you've made that mistake, do you have to just start over?
No, just continue creating.
So just start creating separate, because yours looks like you're doing.
Yes, it's fine. Continue.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Good question. Henry, I hope you believe me if I tell you that I know what I'm doing, right? If I answer that, if I give you that scenario now, it will defeat the purpose. I want us to learn how to build a solution. And then, remember I told you to write down use case studies, and business case. And to take it home. You know, everything I've told you from day one, you might think I forgot them. I did not. I'm a human computer. I know everything I told you from day one. I'm only tying them. I'm doing a Lego with you. I'm tying them as we go. I'm tying them. It will make that. It's what we, in the class we call it the oh moment. Oh, that's what this means. Oh, that's it. When you hold a knowledge, oh, it never leaves you because now it makes sense. It clicks. So every keyword I've given you, we're going to tie it. So Henry, bear with me. Once we're done with the engineering part, knowing the how to, we'll start building on where to and when and why. This is what I explain. I give you more use case, specific scenarios on different things. Is that okay, Henry? So I don't deviate. Just wanted to explain and clarify why we're building this way. All right. Okay. Now I can sort a public 1B. We're going to use a second subnet. It's going to 10.0.1.0/24. I know you're going to have a lot of questions about subnets. I will answer. Let's build first. You cannot use 10.0.0.0 to twice. You cannot use the same number twice. You have to change the one before the last. The number before the last number, before the slash, // you update that number. You can use 30, you can use any number, right? Update it 1, 2, 3, but for the sake of understanding, making it easy, baby step, we're going to use one before the third number, 10.0.1.0. Then it's the third one will be 10.0.2.0. The fourth one is going to be 10.0.3.0. Yes, sir. So now that block is telling you that there are about 256 IPs in that. The subnet doesn't really consume much. So that's why we use that mostly. But you can also use /20. If it's a big project, you can use /20. That means you have 4,000 in there. So it depends on the project. Like right now, it's light work, right? We're doing. Okay, now we're going to the third one. The third one, is Akin sorter, private 1A. So we're doing the same thing we did from the first and second, right? We're going to select the availability zone as 1A for the first private, okay? And then the subnet is going to be 10.0.2.0/24. And now the fourth one, we're going to copy what we have and change it to B, or just copy the B straight up. And then you select the availability zone B. And then the subnet CIDR range is going to be 10.0.3.0/24. Okay. Now that is the fourth one. Right. Exactly. So you see, that's why I told you guys that everything works similar. It is the way you direct it that makes it different. So now we go to what? Create subnets. We go to create subnet. We create the subnet. Now you see the confirmation on the screen. You have successfully what? Created 4 subnets. 1 public, 1 private. 1 public, 1 private. 1 public, 1 private. 1 public, 1 private. Sorry? So it's 2 zones. So 2 private and public, 1 zone, private and public, another zone. So remember, availability zone is just a data center sitting somewhere in a region. Areas operate regionally, and in that region there are data centers, and those data centers are called what? Availability zones. It's just a buzzword, a fancy name for a warehouse that look like Costco that you go to every day. So don't let this tech intimidate you. Intimidate the tech. All right? You are so smart. I believe in you. All right, let's go. So now we have created it. We have created it now. The next thing is to configure it. Auntie. Oh, you.
Yeah, okay. So this one, the last one we just did, is
3.
is 3.
Okay, so you got it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Why is it just to create it?
Oh, it's because it's complicated. The question that that lady asked
Okay,
earlier.
we are,
I wanted the
okay,
same thing.
okay. Clear filter. Let's see if it's 4. Clear filter. So where are the other ones? Refresh it. And scroll down. So did you create? So you did not name your default ones.
Oh,
You did not name your default VPC. You did not name your default. It's okay. No, let's correct it fast. It takes minutes. Go to your VPC. Don't keep quiet. Call my attention if you need help, please. That's okay. Okay. Now just type default dash VPC. Save. Okay. Now come to subnet. Check, drag this VPC, expand it out. This this name here. Yeah, go to the and this one here, this one. Now you see that all these subnet is now owned by that default VPC, right? So that's how you can trace it. Like you know how to trace electrical wire to have current here. And so you trace it now this way. Come here. Now type default for all the defaults. Just type one default, copy it, and start pasting all of them. You are doing well. As long as you're being a mom and an engineer, you are good. You're learning all the time. That's beautiful. Gen Z, by this weekend, if your mother does not know how to type, me and you will have problem. Gen Z, don't test me. Oh, sir, you need help? Yes, talk to me, sir. Talk to me.
And I checked again.
It's creating something. This network is slow. It's a network. Refresh it and see if it works. Let's see. So we did not create it, huh? Mm. You have the okay. And it's easy now. Copy it. Huh? So it's working now. So now do the rest three. You know the ones left, have you?
Yeah.
Okay. B, public B, and then private link.
So the fourth one is coming back as an error.
And because it's three. Use
It's
three.
saying that there's no tag. Yeah, use
So-
3.
So that's right, that, okay, so we'll go back to the top and look at the top.
Mm.
So I got,
Come down.
Okay.
okay, so we got the first one, you got
Okay.
0, right?
Yes.
Second one is 1,
Okay.
Okay. The third.
third one's 2, right?
Mhm.
And then the last one is 3,
3.
right?
Okay. Now.
And
Hold on, hold on,
then
hold on.
supposed to hit create,
Okay, great.
create,
Yes.
and it,
Yeah, look
at
how
number
it-
4, it says,
Creating subnet 4.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait. This is the second time it's giving you, right?
yeah, the
Okay.
third time we did it.
Okay, let's refresh and see which one got created. None of them got created. This AWS error is strange. This is a very strange error. And I'm glad I haven't experienced it well.
Because in mine, I saw the.
Okay. So let's do this again. I can sort, right? Which one do you have copy? Okay, perfect. 1A. Please tell me if I have typed more than 10. Let's create one first and see. Okay. So it worked. Okay, so it's not a system problem. It's an error. So this is the thing. Technology is not perfect. That's what it's showing us now. It's not perfect. And then the zombie, and then we do the 10.
Okay, so I just need to do them over again.
Yeah. That's 1, right?
1, yeah.
0/24. That's not your fault, Mr. Frey. You did it right.
Okay.
It's an AWS error.
Could it be like a timer?
It's a system error from AWS.
Okay, sometimes it
Eh,
will not let you do it.
right.
You have to do it one
Mm.
after. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very strange. Mr. Frey, it doesn't happen all the time. That's a once in a lifetime error. Mama, you good?
Yeah.
A rock star. All right. Are you ready? You ready to configure this? Oh my, your hands are up. I think I should write a book. How to suffer in AWS and survive. Anyway, let's go. All right, so now, again, remember 2 things, right? Just because we created them and named them public doesn't mean they are public yet. What we have signified our intention to use. This is what we call intent to use. Now we want to create the validation of our usage. We want to create that next. Okay? We want to create that next. We are going to go to the route table. For you to configure it as public, we'll configure it through the route table. Now, what is the route table? Can anyone explain to me what is Internet Gateway to begin with? I explained that earlier. What is Internet Gateway? I need voice. Router. Okay, I liken it to the AT&T router. All right. Did you just understood it as likened, or you understood it as exactly the router visualized? Okay, that's what I was looking for. All right. Now, what did I tell you route table was? It's what? Okay, route table is owned by a VPC. It's husband to a wife. That's one part of it. Yes, ma'am. It's like a GPS. It routes you through. That's good. Another simple explanation. Let's go to New York. I like New York City. You can tell, right? New York to the world. All right, let's go. A route table, please. If you grew up in Africa, do they have this in Chicago? Traffic coding? They have it in Chicago? Oh, really? Interesting. I've only seen it in New York. I'm surprised. I'm sure maybe LA, those big LA, those congested city may have traffic warning. But please follow my analogy now. A route table is equivalent to a traffic what? Warden. Tell me, what is this woman doing? To where? She is directing traffic to. She's telling traffic to come back to her direction, right? You're right, setting direction. So a route table directs traffic to setting direction. I like that one. Then let's go to the next one again. Please write that down. A route table directs traffic to a setting direction. And a right, left, back, front, forward, or backward. Now, what is this traffic warden doing? If you get this right, Bahama Strip, what are you doing? Oh my God, Mr. Frey, you're so nice. You're a nice man. I wanted to say they are being jobless. You were too nice. You just diluted my real intention. They are being jobless. They are not doing nothing. They are useless right now. Wasting taxpayers' money. Thank you. They are not doing their work because their work is not to stand. Still, they are not the Bible, but still I know I'm God. They are supposed to be directing traffic. So it's true. They are taking a break. They are doing nothing. They are doing nothing. We have to check for a cheap Bahama Strip. I try to fulfill my word. You want it. Cheap Bahama Strip. We'll find it. All right. Okay, now look at this guy. Look at this guy, right? Look at this guy. Please take a look at this guy. What is this guy doing? Is what? So a route table is not a technology that should intimidate you. A route table is like a pipeline where crude oil is flowing either to the refinery or to depot, right? They are very nice. And where I come from, pipelines have different function. They have different function. If you don't understand, leave it alone. This matter is so high for you. Where I come from, pipeline flows inside buckets. You know, we have our refinery. Local. You understand? It's not a normal place. You can't grow up where I grew up as a normal. It's not possible. Now, you see the job of every traffic warden. This is America. Let's go to Africa. There's one traffic warden that caused problem in Kenya. Let me look for her. If you are married, don't laugh. If you're a married man, do not laugh here. Your wife will not find this funny at home. Warning. Traffic police in Kenya, woman. I don't even know how to Google it. But that woman will find her. That woman, This woman caused problem on the internet. Cause problem. Where's the woman? She's a traffic warden. So traffic warden comes on all sizes. Hey, she was a viral picture. I didn't, it's not like I went to look for her. Oh. I saw it online on a blog and now bookmark it that one day I will share it with the world that traffic warden can cause problem. So know that. You're a married man here, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Tonight will not be nice for you. So you can laugh. You came here alone. Your wife will not know. All right, good stuff. So now a traffic warden, that's in Africa. Our job, that lady got viral because of her body shape and stuff. People were sexualizing her. But the point I was trying to make is that even in Africa, what is their job function? That's it. So a round table is like traffic warden. It directs where internet traffic goes to or don't go to in the cloud. That's what it is. Is that simple enough? Or does that seem complicated? Can you remember that? Because you need to. A round table, we'll use the round table to direct what? Traffic to what? The public what? Subnet. And we can also use it to direct a certain type of traffic to the private subnets. But the configuration would differ the use case. That's where use case will come in. But I just want to let us know how to what? Configure. All right? I think it's time, right? We'll stop here tonight. Then we'll continue tomorrow. Abby? Is that good? Okay. All right. I'm going to stop.